reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relations. Now we have discussed about Cartesian product, definition of relation, empty relation, universal relation. These are the four types of relations. These are the two types of relations that we have discussed. Cartesian product. What is Cartesian product? Set of all ordered pairs from set A to set B. What is the relation? Subset of a Cartesian product. So Cartesian product is like A cross A. Any subset of Cartesian product, if R is a subset of Cartesian product S, then it is a relation, empty relation denoted by empty set. So it is a subset of Cartesian product. The whole Cartesian product itself, it is called universal relation. This time we have discussed Cartesian product, relation, empty relation, universal relation. Empty relation and universal relations are also called E and U. E means empty relation and universal relation are also called trivial relations. Yes. Now we will discuss about reflexive, symmetric and transitive relations. A relation R, these are also types of relations. A relation R on a set A, on a set A. So first one is reflexive, if A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to capital A. If A is any element of set A, small a is any element of set A, then an ordered pair A comma A belongs to R, then it is called, so it is reflexive relation. Second, symmetric relation. A relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric relation if A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. Sometimes we may also define this as A comma B belongs to R implies B comma A belongs to R for all. This is the symbol for all. This is the symbol for all. For all A comma B belongs to capital A. They are the elements of set A. Next, third one, transitive. If A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C belongs to R. If A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then B comma C belongs to R, A comma C belongs to R for all A comma B comma C, they are the elements of set A. A relation R is said to be transitive if AB, BC are there in the relation. If AB, that it is A comma B is in the relation, B comma C is in the relation. Now we have to check whether A comma C is in that relation. If these two are there, then whether this is there. If A comma C is also in that relation, then that relation is called transitive relation. Yes, understand clearly. symmetric if AB belongs to AB belongs to R, whether BA belongs to R, if you reverse it, whether that is a belongs to a relation. If so, then it is a symmetric. If not, it is not symmetric. Transitive, we have to go through the three ordered pairs. Okay, here if AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, whether AC belongs to R, whether AC belongs to R or not. If it is there, then it is transitive. If this is not there, then it is not transitive. Yes, we'll discuss one more definition for transitive. So before that, what is equivalence relation? Equivalence relation is if a relation R defined on a set A is equivalence relation if it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Yes, a relation R on a set A is said to be equivalence if that relation is reflexive. Reflexive means it has to satisfy this definition: A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. Symmetric means if A comma B belongs to R, whether B comma A belongs to R or not. If B comma A is also belongs to R, then it is symmetric. If AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then AC also belongs to R. Then AC must also belongs to R, then it is transitive. If a relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then it is called equivalence relation. Otherwise, it is not equivalence relation. If for example, if a relation is reflexive, symmetric, not transitive, then it is not equivalence. If a relation is reflexive, transitive but not symmetric, then also it is not so equivalence. It has to satisfy all the three. If a relation is symmetric, transitive but not reflexive, then also it is not equivalence relation. So it has to be reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. Then only that relation is called equivalence relation. Otherwise it is not equivalence relation. Yes, next. As I said, there is one more definition for transitive. If a relation does not have a continued ordered pair, if a relation does not contain a continued ordered pair, if a relation does not contain a continued ordered pair, for example, AB is there, like continued ordered pair means B comma C. Yes, if it is not there, so directly we can say that type of relations are transitive relation. A relation does not contain continued ordered pair, then it is called then it is said to be transitive. Then it is called transitive. Directly we can define that relation as transitive relation. Examples we'll discuss. So what is reflexive? Just for understanding, I just given examples like what is reflexive. It is like, seems like A comma A means it is like a mirror as reflection. The same thing it is going to reflect. A comma A, yes, it is like a mirror. In a mirror, if you show this marker, it will appear as a marker only, like that. Image of A is A only. So if it is so, then it is what? Reflexive relation. Yes. What is symmetric? Just an examples, I just give you some examples. A comma B belongs to R. Like if you are helping your friend is also helping you in some situations. You are helping your friend. A comma B belongs to R. In some situation, your friend is in need of your help. Yes, you are helping your friend. Whether your friend is also you are helping you whenever you are in a need. If so, your friend is also helping you, then it is symmetric, balanced. Yes, symmetric means it is balanced. A is a friend of B, means A is helping B, whether B is also helping A. If helping, it is symmetric. If not, for example, some friends will not help you whenever you are in a need, then it is not symmetric case. Okay, next, transitive. If for example A comma B belongs to R, A is a friend of B, A is a friend of B. I just take an example of friend. B is a friend of C. A is a friend of B. You and your friend meets maybe in your class. You may be having your friends. Your friend, that friend is also having a friend in their nearby their home, maybe neighborhood. Like A is a friend of B. You and your friend is there in the class as your classmate, that he is having a friend in his neighborhood. Maybe you and that neighborhood person to your friend, maybe they are also friends. You and the neighborhood to your friend, they are also friends. For example, Ram and Shyam are friends. Shyam is a friend of Lakshman. Ram is a friend of Shyam, Shyam is a friend of Lakshman. Whether Ram is a friend of Lakshman, this is a question. If it is Ram is a friend of Lakshman, then it is transitive. Otherwise, it is not a transitive. It is not compulsory that Ram must be a friend of Lakshman. Okay, Ram is a friend of Shyam, Shyam is a friend of Lakshman. Whether Ram is a friend of Lakshman, that we have to see. If it is if Ram is also a friend of Lakshman, then it is what? Transitive. Otherwise, this type of relations are not transitive. We'll have many examples to discuss about reflexive, symmetric and transitive. By the examples, you are going to understand the concepts very easily. So based on these definitions, we are having the examples in the exercise 1.1. In that we have to know about the definitions of reflexive, symmetric and transitive. We have to check whether the relation is equivalence or not. We have the different examples, set of human beings examples also. We have some mathematical examples. We have some coordinate geometry examples. So many examples are there. So to discuss about reflexivity, symmetricity, transitivity of the relations. So what are the types of relations that we have discussed? Empty relation, universal relation. Those two relations are also called trivial relations. Next we have discussed about the reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relations. These three relations are also called equivalence relations. What is a reflexive relation? A relation R on a set A, as it is a common statement. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive. Is said to be reflexive if in exam they may ask individual definitions like what is a reflexive relation. How to define a reflexive relation? A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive relation if we have to continue, only this much we have to write. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive relation if A comma A belongs to R, for all A belongs to capital A. A relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric. If they ask what is symmetric relation, we have to define it like this. A relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric if A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. For all A comma B belongs to capital A. A relation R on a set A is said to be transitive relation. That it is third definition of relation. That it is a relation R on a set A is said to be transitive if A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R. Then while giving a definition, we have to give this definition for transitive, not this note. This note is going to help you to solve the problems. While solving the problems, we need this definition too. For some problems, we have to go through these definitions to identify the relation as is it transitive or not. Yes, what is equivalence relation? A relation R on a set A is said to be equivalence if it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. If it is all the three, then only that relation is called equivalence relation.